Wednesday, March 27th. It's 13:31. And I'm telling you, all my snowstorm is all on the way back home. Like, there were flurries all the way out there and whiteouts, but they were just like short-term flurries. For the most part, this snow has been falling since, wow, like I'd say a good 24 hours, maybe a little more. I'm not 100% sure because I wasn't quite taking stock of when it was or wasn't, but wow. We are definitely in the snow belt. But as you can see, they are now putting down sand, and it makes the snow look ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. But if it saves a life, it's worth it. So on my way to White River Supercharger, I just spent like about 4 minutes in Terrence Bay, and I put about 100 kilometers back in the battery, just so I can stop staring at the road, get my perspective back to normal. Now here though, in White River, I think I'm going to need a lot more because the next one is a good distance away, and I think it might be WaWa. We'll see. Maybe. You never know, guys and gals. I might have to go wee and WaWa again. Hey, I think that's what they make I think that's why they made it WaWa. They made its name WaWa. Wow. I'm getting delirious. I'm getting to that point. Folks, I wish I would have been videotaping when I arrived up in Fort McMurray with Adam, Vanessa, and the boys. I was like, you've never seen me like that. I was 100% delirious. I don't think I was able to get 2 words in a row out that actually worked. Like every second word, maybe even more than every second word, and once in a blue moon, less than every second word, was just totally not even associated with my conversation at all. And I'd have to go back. Now, you saw that one. I was gonna do a snapshot of the other few that were doing it, but I didn't want to waste my my dash cam memory stick. Like, I've been going back and forth across Canada for years now on the motorcycle, in cars, and we have the worst truck drivers on the road now than ever in the past. I have had to move into snowy shoulders to avoid these incredible drivers who are constantly coming over the line. Now, that's not a normal thing. I know sometimes some people say, oh, they all do. No, they don't. Most truckers are really good drivers. As a matter of fact, you're driving behind them or whatever, and it looks like they must have a robot driving their truck because the size of those things, and they stay right where they're supposed to. And then you've got these others who I think are trying to make it look like they know how to drive. So their speed, they think their speed dictates their quality of driving, but that's not it. Anyway, you got to see that one. The other ones, some of the other ones were even worse than that one. And the car, by the way, is the one that slammed on the brakes. So the computer was looking, going, whoa, this guy's not doing so good. And it freaked out the computer. So I would imagine the guy was a horrible driver. Let me clean this this up for you for a second. Okay, not very clean. Yeah, that's better. Still a beautiful drive, even with the doinks on the road and everything else. I mean, you cannot ruin the beauty of our world. You can't. And oh, well, sorry. I take that back. All the breathing that I'm doing up here, all the exhaling, I'm sure is going to kill all our plant life because, you know, CO2, we have to keep our CO2 inside of ourselves. So somebody's going to have to come up with a way for whenever we breathe out carbon dioxide, it has to be reabsorbed into our bodies so we don't contribute to any kind of carbon footprint. Like, come on, people. Please. Wool is not meant for pulling over the eyes of humans. I'm just going to let you know that, okay? I don't know. Yeah, we used to have woolen hats and stuff, but we never pulled them over our eyes. Remember that? Because we couldn't see. They always sat on our forehead. So let's not let any more wool start covering all of our eyes and let these people talk garbage to us and we just soak it up. Think back. Those of you who are a little bit older than the newest generations, think back to how many times we heard from the experts. Yep, we're all going to be dead in 5 years. If we don't do something, we'll all be dead in 10 years. We don't do something, I don't think we have very, very long before it's out of our control and we won't be able to rein it in. If we don't do something now, we only have a few years left. I've heard that. Being as old as I am, I've heard that so many times, it makes me sick every time I hear somebody mention it. And I'm forgiving, so I know the younger you are, the less capable you are of actually knowing that it's a whole bunch of you know what. I remember when we used to catch all the biggest advocates for global warming and climate change and environmentals. These guys were living the lap of luxury, sitting on the edge of the oceans, polluting the ocean with their excrement and all that other stuff, drilling down and getting heat from the ground. And I mean, that's great. That's really great. But if you're an advocate for taking care of the environment and climate, why would you be living in a house that looks like it's like 25,000 square feet? Like, why would you be living in that house? How many materials went in to building those houses? They've all been busted. I don't care who it was. Whatever, Kawasaki and Carey and all the rest of them. All a bunch of you-know-whats. You fill in the blanks, okay? You fill in the blanks. Do some research. I can breathe out as much as I want. And guess what will happen? The plants will sort of kind of lean towards me to try to get some of that exhale. Because you know why? That's their food. They absorb that. And they excrete oxygen. Wow. How weird is that? So you mean all these plants and trees and everything, the more we plant, the more oxygen we're going to have in our... That's right. They take in all the nasties and they pump out the good stuff. Let's see this guy. Oh, nice job, buddy. See what I mean? Lots of truckers know how to drive. Lots of them. And then there's those others. Anyway, folks, I didn't mean to go on a rant. I just wanted to show you some nice little scenery of me leaving that area and the snow that just keeps on falling. right? So I have 125K before I reach White River supercharger, and I will come back at you later. Hey, just remember, we don't give up, we don't give in, but we always keep an open mind, because that's how we gather our knowledge, which is the only power we'll ever have. Don't give up your power, folks. Do your own research. Love y'all. Till next time.